Strosnider. Man, I can't even say my own last name. I'm Kevin Strosnider. Good to see you here. And I have an amazing guest with me today. You probably all know him already, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Luis Pedraza. Luis, thank you so much for being here with me today.
No problem, Kevin.
For
Thank
those
you.
those of you who don't know Luis, you are in for a treat. You're gonna get to hear the story of Mr. Luis Pedraza. Luis's story is absolutely amazing. He is the owner and operator of both Luca Italian Restaurant in Prince George and Morelia Mexican Restaurant, as well as many others that probably most people don't know about. So we're going to get to hear about some other ventures that you've gotten into here. He's also a husband, a father, an awesome community member. He does wonderful things in the community. So really excited to bring Luis to y'all today. So again, thank you, sir, for being here.
No
We're
problem.
really,
Thank
really
you
excited
for
about you being
inviting me to be here.
here.
And I just wanted, my name is Luis Pedraza. I'm the owner of Lucas and Morelia Italian Restaurant and Caesar's Lucas on South Hill. We just opened a new Morelia on Surrey County. Um, I've been on the restaurant since 2010, and I came to America on 1995 and started working at Giuseppe's Pizza on Dinwiddie. Um,
Really?
you know, what else? I just I love what I do, and I just want to always say thank you to God to bring me to America, and I always say America is great.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So Giuseppe's in 95,
Yeah.
and you told me earlier we were talking. You said you had a dream of one day you wanted to own a restaurant.
Yeah. I went to Dinwiddie High School. Originally, I wanted to be an architect, but I guess it didn't happen. Didn't have a green card at that point. My dad didn't make enough money to help me, support me. So um, I choose to stay at Giuseppe's and work hard and also cut grass and try to save some money. And I always said I wanted to own one restaurant one day, but God gave me more than one.
Yeah.
So 2010, Lucas Prince George came for sale. So I came and talked to the owner. There was a guy named Sebastiano. They own Sebastiano Produce. He helped me a lot, and Joe Buffa from Giuseppe's also support me with trying to get there. And then I made it, but the first 2 years was hard. It was a lot to learn. It's not the same to work for the restaurant, the owner restaurant.
Yes, it is completely different.
It is completely different. So I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Business went up and down. Always say, God help me out. I think I can do it. Me and my wife worked for a couple of years without the job. Put my kids on the side. My mom was babysitting. My mother-in-law was helping us. And then I think after 2 years, things start getting better. And I see a lot of improvements. We did a lot of improvements on everything. Um, and then the business go up. We start support the community, some meals to the football players, waiting for them after the games, be part of the community. Because this is what I like to do, Kevin. You know, I'm coming from not having anything, so giving something to the community, saying thank you for support, Lucas. It's amazing that you can do it. So then.
Now, when did y'all build that building?
We built it 5 years ago. I think it was 2000. Don't remember 2018 or 2000. I think it's 2018. I think it's like 5 years because Morelia 5 or 6 years ago. Then we had to build it because we didn't have no room. It was packed every day.
So for those of you who don't know, Lucas used to be kind of that little. It was like an old house that they converted.
I think it used to be the old post office.
Okay. That
was, and then they built the new post office. So that's when Giuseppe Amato, which was the owner, great man too. I knew him too for a few years because he used to play soccer with his kids. So all these guys, they knew me. They knew I was a hard worker. So always say thank you to him too because he gave me the opportunity to buy his business. But then I don't know. I told my wife we got to build a new one, But this is the funny thing. We were in the process to buy a house, a bigger house, get closer to Lucas. And one day I said with my wife, and I'm like, I think we need to build Lucas first, because Lucas is like my house. I'm there every day.
Yeah, yeah.
So we need a bigger restaurant for the community. We need to bring more people from another places, not just from Prince George.
Yeah.
And it was a long process too. It was applications, try to get with Vida because the curve,
Yep.
um, you know. Then we made it work. We built it. We built a bigger banquet room for 100 people, because on the older place, Fort Lee
Yeah.
had a lot of meetings and stuff like that. I said, I think this is bigger now. We'll be fine now. It's not bigger now. Last Sunday, we had like 50 people waiting outside.
Oh my goodness.
All day, the guys did a great job. Servers, there's probably a few mistakes and stuff like that, but it's amazing how you get all these customers.
Yeah.
Same time on Saturday, but Saturday I was there, so
Yeah.
it was easy for me to manage. Angel, which is the main manager, but everybody's amazing at Lucas. I don't have nothing to say about my employees. They'll do great.
So Luis, we talked about this earlier, and some people understand this because they've owned businesses, but a lot of people don't. A lot of people, what they see is the success.
Yes.
But they don't see all the small decisions and the tough times and the frustrations and the points where you're almost at your wit's end, or you're almost out of money and you don't know what to do, and the nights where you spend sleepless nights because you don't know how you're going to make ends meet. They don't see those parts. They just see the end result, the success.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that journey for you, because I know that I never owned a restaurant, but I know the restaurant business is tough, and I know business in general. This Strosnider Chevrolet is not the first business I've been an owner in. I've also in landscaping and construction business. I know it's tough.
Yes,
business is very tough. So tell us a little bit about that journey for you. What did that look like?
There's a lot of things you got to do to make it work, and sometimes even owning a restaurant, like right now we built a new restaurant on Surrey County, a new Morelia Mexican restaurant. Now it's probably more hard because everything costs more. So it changed. The prices on everything changed a lot. So even with restaurant, to be honest, for me to build a restaurant, I went to spend all my money and even put a lien on some of the stuff that we have. So if you ask me how much do I have right now, I would say nothing, because everything is owned by the bank.
Yeah.
But I don't see it today. I wanted to see in the future where I can leave some for my kids. I can leave from my retirement in some of the business. But I think it is hard to reach your goal.
Yeah.
But you never have to give up. You got to keep working.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is. It can be money. It can be where you don't want to do anymore. But you got to love what you do to get where you want to be.
Absolutely.
And then I think one of the things is your wife, because I think if you have a good wife and she supports you, she's always there for you, you got a great support, then you always say, I got to do this because my family.
Yeah.
So
your purpose.
Your purpose.
Yeah.
I think you got a great wife, and she supports you. I think that's all you need.
Yeah.
Plus God, God is first. God, you gotta have God and faith on you, but it counts. Everything that comes from your family counts to get to the point where you're gonna say, "Hey, I made it." My goal was 45 years. I'm almost there. But last year I said, "Oh my God, my goal is going to be now 55 because a lot of things changing." But I'm still saying, no, my goal is 45. Not that I'm going to retire, Kevin. I love being on the restaurant business, but we have 8 restaurants, so it's not.
Yeah.
I have a few partners. I want to give it not give it to them, sell it to them.
Yeah.
And I'm happy because I get the opportunity to a lot of families
Yeah.
to own their business and teach them how they run a business.
Yeah.
And they're doing great.
Yeah.
There's few that goes up and down, but eventually, before it gets better, it's got to get worse.
Yeah.
And then it gets better.
Yep.
There's no way you get, oh, I'm good, and it's never going to. No, you get there, it's going to be down, and then it's got to go up.
That's it. Every business is
Every
that way.
business is.
Yeah.
So my journey, it was tough, but I love it, you know.
Yeah.
I love what I did, and I'm happy the way I did it, and I know it wasn't easy, but it was a great experience to go through everything
Yeah.
since 2010 to 2015. I think I've been blessed. I think I've done more than what I thought I was going to be able to do.
Uh-huh.
And I always say, thank you, God, for giving this, even if it's something that is not good. You always say thank you because you learn something for every day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned, your wife and your kids, and you are obviously a family man.
Yes, sir.
That's huge to you. And I know from personal experience that it is tough. There's a sacrifice from your family's perspective. They have to sacrifice because there's a sacrifice of sometimes you can't provide everything that you want to provide because you're so busy trying to just build this for their future. And it's tough in that moment. But also there's the sacrifice of time.
Yes, that's the bad part of it because sometimes we forget about our family, and all we want to do is think about success, better life, money. I need to work because I need to send my kids to college and all that stuff. But then you forgot about family time.
Yeah.
And then when you get there, you wish to come back.
Yeah.
And it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So that's why a couple of years ago, I used to work 7 days, no day off. Used to not go to church every Sunday because I would tell my wife, no, I need to go work. They need me. I remember one day I was really stressed, tired, started having chest pains. I went to the doctor. My kids were like, Daddy, one of the things that my wife told me is, we don't need money, we need your life. Don't stress about working too hard, all this stuff. And the doctor told me you need to slow down and, I still play soccer, I do running, I love to do a little bit of sports.
Yeah.
So, and I did it. I was able to hire more people, put another food runner, put another salad maker, as much people they need.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how much it will cost me. If it costs me $300 more, I would rather pay $600 more and be able to go with the family.
That's right.
And I made it, I made it. Thanks to God, I don't go Sunday only if it's really, really something important, and I'm able to go to church. And that's what I'm trying to teach my kids. Let's go to church, say thank you to God for everything they give us, for every day we get, everything we have.
Yeah.
And try them to teach them to stay together too, because remember, they're going to grow up. Everybody's going to get married. So I'm trying to tell my kids, at least when I'm not here anymore, I want you to call your sister and say, hey, sister, can we eat together today?
Yeah.
Not every day. Because all we do on Sunday, we go to church. Or I play soccer in the morning. Then I go to church. We take my daughter to church school. Then we go to eat. And after we finish it, and I tell my kids, you can go wherever you want. We're done. Sometimes where are you going to go, Daddy? Oh, we just going to go see grandma. Oh, we're going with you. So if you teach this, they're going to learn something.
Yeah.
But if you don't, when they grow up and they get married, they don't know each other. So that's the sad part of not teaching the kids to be a family.
Yeah.
They forget out. They're only going to, there's people that his brother in Texas, never see him for 30 years.
Wow.
You know when you're going to see him? When he died.
Yeah.
Why are you going to see him when he died?
Yeah.
And we had experience a couple of years ago. My wife's grandpa, he's got a visa. He came from Mexico. He's got a brother on Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't seen for 30 years.
Wow.
And we took him over there last year to see his brother.
Uh-huh.
You got to see how they talk, how they hug each other. And his brother was really thankful with my wife
Uh-huh.
because we took his grandpa to see him.
Uh-huh.
Now he wants to come here
Uh-huh.
and he wants to go to Mexico to see him.
Uh-huh.
So
That's
my
neat.
point is, why do you want to see somebody when already died?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why you don't see him when he's alive
Yeah.
and say, hey brother, I don't have anything, but let's drink a bottle of water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Done.
And enjoy that time
Enjoy
together.
that time. So that's one. There's a lot to learn. That's what I'm saying. I think being have a family, being a businessman, tends to be successful, and I do understand a lot of stuff, but not everybody think the same way.
Yeah.
And I also respect it because
Yeah.
I think everybody is different.
Yeah.
And
That's true.
we're humans. We make mistakes. We all think different, and but we always learn something. And sometimes when you learn it and you don't think about it, at one point you think about it, but you cannot go back.
Yep.
You're done.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is very, very true. It's very true. Just the other day, my son hit me with something. We had gone to my daughter's. She's doing dance class, and they had parent observation, and just because of the size, they only allowed 2 people in at a time. And so I was going to go watch her class because I don't get to watch very often. And my 6-year-old said he wanted to go in and watch. I'm a 6-year-old. I don't care about watching my daughter dance. He don't care. And he says, we're sitting in there. He goes, Dad, do you know why I want to come in here to watch Caroline's dance? And I said, why? He said, because I see Mom a lot, but I don't see you as much. So I wanted to spend time with you.
You
I
see?
said, oh, my
You
goodness.
see? That's what
I
I'm
said,
saying.
oh, my goodness. Okay. All right.
You see?
That's the wake-up
and,
call.
you know, when you spend more time with your family, you get to do things that you're not gonna forget. Like right
Yes.
now, my daughter is doing track running at the school,
Uh-huh.
and she's excited, and she's, Daddy, I'm doing great, I'm blah blah. The other day, say, Samantha, I want to raise you,
Uh-huh.
and my son Jonathan was like, Daddy, you're not gonna win. I said, I think I can do it. And my wife like, you gotta get on shape. I said, I'm on shape every day. What do you mean? I'm on shape every day. I don't give up.
Yeah.
So it's funny. We got it. It's coming.
Uh-huh.
We're supposed to go and race. I know if you had a race long, like 2 or 3, I'm not going to make it. But I want to do it short.
Short, yeah.
Yeah, because I know it.
Yep, I
So
understand.
that's the funny thing. And then my little one was like, Daddy, I want to do it too. Okay, we had a little dog. Oh, do you want to do it? I was like, Mommy, how are you going to? Oreo is going to go anywhere. Oh, we can do it. So we got something. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
This is what I call family time.
Yes,
Things that are not going to come back.
that's right.
I might win. She said, I put you $500. I say, okay, I'll do $500. So this is how, when you're part of the family
Yes.
and you want a little simple stuff comes. And sometimes you see, some people might say it's just a race. It's not
It's
the
not,
point.
yeah.
It's not a race.
Yes.
It's just spend time with your family, do something with your family that you're not going to forget. Maybe
Yes.
when I'm
Memory.
55, 60 years, my daughter like, Daddy, remember I win or you win.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
but you know, it's like overall, I think we've been blessed. You know, God
Yes.
gave us a lesson, teach us a lesson, and He wants us to learn something for
Yeah.
everything that we do every day.
Yeah.
And sometimes we don't, sometimes we do.
You've had to overcome a lot of adversity too, not just as a business owner, but as from your history, your background, and coming into America and coming over adversity of not having a whole lot, adversity of the reality is stereotypes and
Yeah.
those types of things, and you've overcome that, and does not seem to have phased you one bit.
No, I learn a lot. Even my employees, if you ask them something, they're always going to hear, we're in America. They're like, what do you mean? We've been blessed. I don't understand. What do you mean you don't understand? You're from here. I said, that's the point. You don't understand because we have everything here.
Yes. Yeah.
You do. I said, I'm been to Mexico where I take my kids, and I want them to see people that don't have house. They live on a little, it is sad. But you come to America, first of all, it's a beautiful country. You can find a job. If you want to work hard, you're gonna be successful. But you cannot give up. There's nothing free.
Yeah.
You gotta exchange something for something.
Yeah.
So I told them, y'all have everything. And one of the things is like I don't like to throw food away. I don't like to let's say, and I've done it many times where somebody ordered a big order of 15 pizzas or 3 trays of lasagna, and then it doesn't matter who made the mistake. It could be the cashier, maybe the customer changed it for another day. The first thing I do when something happens is call somebody from the county and say, hey guys, I got this.
Yeah.
I had a couple of friends and they figured out, oh, we're going to call the fire department, the police station, we're going to give it to the church, the homeless, stuff like that.
Yeah.
We also start, I think it was last year, we are, I'm also a member of the, I think it's St. John's Catholic Church on Hopewell.
Okay.
And they feed the homeless people. And I told the lady I would like to do 1 meal or 2 or 3. So we've been doing it. And I send my employees. I say, hey, can you go? And they come back almost crying. Say, what's wrong? Man,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
See these people. It is funny because sometimes the lady, Janice, she's really nice. She's like, whatever is easy for you. I say, whatever they want. What do you tell me? And sometimes she said, you can just do chicken, whatever is cheaper for you. I said, look, it's not the cheap.
Yeah.
I want them to enjoy a meal.
Yeah.
We send them from fajitas to pasta, fettuccine. I don't care. But when you see these people, the first thing they do is grab the plate and go like this. They say, thank God, because, they don't get it every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do. We have plenty.
Yeah.
Thanks to God, we have plenty food.
Yeah.
So I also want to teach some of the employees so they can appreciate what they have.
Yeah.
And I think they're all doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. One of the things that you have done, you have been amazing at, is your involvement in the community. I specifically remember when COVID was hitting and there was a lot of uncertainty of how things were going to play out, and restaurants were shutting down and businesses were having a tough time and all these different things, and you thrived through that. You found ways, and it was that community connection. I remember you giving away meals. I remember you packaging things up and doing curbside deliveries. But that connection, people trusted you because of your involvement in the community, your dedication to the community. So tell us a little bit about that.
The first thing that happened was, everybody, COVID. What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to happen. No more dining servers. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
I told them, we're in America.
Yeah.
We're going to make it.
Yeah. We're gonna figure
What
it
are you
out.
going to do? We want to know. I told the servers, don't worry about it. Everything's going to be okay. God is going to help us. We're in America. So the idea was, I told my wife, I said, I think it's time to give something back, because to anybody, not just the community, because God has been good to us.
Yeah.
So I called the social service, and first thing was like, Luis, how many meals? You want to do 40, 30? No, I want to do thousands. Are you sure? Yes. She's like, it's amazing. I said, yeah. Next thing I know, Channel 6 was there. Where the meals are? I said, it's not right now. It's coming next week because I got to prepare it.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they want to talk to me and all this stuff. First thing was people calling me, can you put my name in there? I said, we're not doing it for advertising.
Yeah.
This meal is something that I want to do with my family. If you want to help with $1 or a penny, next week you can just bring me the money, and then I put the name of your company on the advertising on Facebook so people know that you support. And I did had a lot of phone calls, JW Electric, Touchstone,
Yeah.
um, uh, some construction company, I don't remember the names. So there was a lot of people that also helped, and that was just me with $500, $300, doesn't matter how much.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
to me, it was like everybody came together. Then I got really good connection with Cisco, Roma distribution. Start looking for paper towels, bleach. So my banquet room was kind of like a storage. So it was funny because people were calling, can I get a delivery of one pizza, 6 toilet papers, a dozen of eggs, and one bleach? And I wasn't charging a lot. I was making 50 cents,
Yeah.
$1 more, just to pay the employees.
Yeah.
That's how we made it.
Yeah.
So a lot of the employees were serving, were taking orders outside, doing deliveries. And I think we only won the manager, April. She decided to find something out because she wanted to help, I think, her son. Her son was in college. So, other than that, everybody made it.
Everybody made it.
Everybody made
That's
it.
amazing.
And it wasn't just me. And I told them, thank you too. I started getting gloves from Mexico. I had my wife has a cousin. She was able to get in and send it here. I was online buying stuff. You know, there was pallets stuff on toilet paper every day coming, and even bread. Because remember, at one point, white bread was hard to find. So I called Buffa's Bakery. I said, hey, guy, I need some bread. They sell it to me for $1. I sell it for $1.50.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. But to me, it was like every little thing.
Yeah.
When you put it together, it was enough.
Yeah.
To pay everybody. Then we were doing the meals at Morelia because it was easy for doing over there.
Yep.
The first time we did it, I think the line was all the way to the runabout.
Yeah.
So the officer was, Luis, you're gonna have to stop. This is amazing, but I said I can't. We gotta get these meals away. They done. Yeah. So after that, because I told them, I said you need to send more help because it was really, really amazing.
I remember that line.
There was a couple of people that told me, this is another funny thing because we were giving the meals and one of the officers was like, Luis, but how do you know they need it? I don't know. They can pick it up. Yeah, but I know these people. Look at it. They're driving Escalades. Say, I don't see anything. I say, I'm not doing it I'm just doing it because I want to do it.
Yeah.
God knows I'm doing it with my heart.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. If they need it or not, only God knows.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to give it to anybody.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just 4 or 5. There was people, can I get 8? Can I get 20? My family couldn't come. Give it 20. And then I don't have a limit. To me, to help, my limit is too far,
Yeah.
But I know we will do it with your heart, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I think it was a great experience through the years with Kobe and everything we done. And I was really thankful that I was able to keep everybody. Yeah. And also be able to support the community.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We don't have enough time to go through everything I would love to go through with Luis. Just amazing the connections you've made, the difference, the impact you made in this community is huge. It truly is amazing, Luis. It really is. And the respect that the people in this community have for you is top notch. I mean, it really is. So appreciate you and what you've done and how you've come in here and just served, and you've shown that light, that light that God's put in you. You're shining that into the world, and it's making a difference.
Yeah, and also, I'd like to say thank you to anybody, because without their support, we wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
It's not just me.
Yeah.
And I know I'm being successful, but I still feel like a normal person.
Yeah,
it doesn't make a difference for me. Just something that I like to do.
Yeah.
But also, thank you to the community Prince George. It's been amazing supporting my restaurants. And not just Prince George, there's people coming from anywhere.
Yeah.
We go anywhere to do meals, to deliver something. Um, it's I don't. I think I never say no. Maybe once. I don't know. I don't remember, but most of the time it's yes. And but I think also people they really appreciate everything we done and the way we do it.
Yeah.
And if I make mistakes, I say I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And even if I don't make, I say I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
yes, sir.
sometimes that's what you got to do
Yes,
in
sir.
business. Yep.
And
All right, let's finish up. We got three questions for you, and we'll wrap this up. So, first question is, I like to do a lot of reading. I like to develop myself and better myself. Do you have either maybe a book that you've read that has helped you in life, or maybe if some people aren't readers like I am, maybe something that a piece of advice that somebody has given you, somebody that's poured into you that has helped develop you as a person to make you a better person?
believe it or not, no.
Uh-huh.
I don't. Not a book. I think something that I remember when I was little. My grandma. I know she's already died a long time ago, but my grandma was really go to church, have a lot of faith, and one of the things that she told me before I came to America, don't forget where you come from, and never give up, and believe on God and you, and you're gonna make it. So that's one of the things that I never forget, and I think I don't forget where I come from because I don't feel better than anybody.
Yeah.
I'm just a human
Yeah.
like you,
Yeah.
anybody out there.
Yeah. That's right.
And I do have restaurants stuff like that, but does not mean I'm more than you.
Yep.
So I learn everything, just making mistakes and always believing on God and believe that it can be done.
Well, what you just said kind of ties into my second question, and it might be the same answer, but you might have a little something to expand. If you had 2 minutes and all of the area, Prince George, Hopewell, Petersburg, Dinwiddie, Chesterfield, Surrey, Sussex, everybody in this area was looking at Luis Pedraza, what wisdom would you share with them?
2 minutes. What do you like? What do I want to share? Like
Yeah,
anything,
what's the most important thing you would tell these people if you had their attention?
if you had their attention, and I will tell them that if you want to be successful, never give up, and always believe on God and believe on yourself, and it can be done.
Awesome. It doesn't have to be big. It's
Nice,
profound.
simple.
It's very simple. Believe in God.
Simple.
Believe in yourself.
And
never give up.
Never give up. Never give up. You're gonna be times where let's say I'm done, but if you fall, when you fall and you get up, you're gonna be stronger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people think that if you fail, you get up, you're gonna be weak. No, you need to come back stronger.
Yeah.
You get to say, yeah, I can do it.
That's right.
And I think overall, if you always thankful to God and you do the right thing, I think God's gonna give it to you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you deserve it, you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if you want to be successful and it's not for you, it doesn't matter what you do, it's not going to be yours.
Yeah.
So.
And to expand on that one little piece is successful doesn't mean you own a business. Successful doesn't mean you have a lot of money. Successful means you are the best at whatever you are.
You are, yes, sir.
Whatever you do.
Yeah, because, there's richest people rich.
Yeah.
And today they're here, tomorrow are here.
Yeah.
And they don't come back.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be that kind of person.
Yeah.
I wanted to be happy at what I do. And I wanted to be healthy, have a good time with my family, be able to help each other. But I also don't want anything back.
Yep.
I don't expect anything back.
Yeah.
If I give you a bottle of water, I want you to enjoy it with your family.
Yeah.
I don't want you to bring me a case of water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If God's going to send it to me,
Yeah.
I say thank you.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
there is always a way to do things.
Yeah.
But sometimes you say, oh, let me borrow $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow, let's say you ask me for $1,000, I give it to you. Tomorrow I ask you, Kevin, can I borrow 1,000? And you say no, and people get mad because I help you, you don't help me.
Yeah.
But that's not how it works.
Yeah.
I gave you 1,000. I borrowed $1,000 with my heart.
Yeah.
If you don't want to, there's you.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna be your friend.
That's
but
right.
sometimes $1 can make two friends to go away.
Yeah.
Because
that's right. And it's not worth it.
it is not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Be friendly. Be help somebody that you really appreciate is better than $1 million.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Last question.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite vehicle?
A bicycle.
Bicycle. Really?
No. I don't. I'm not a. I'll be honest. I don't know. I'm not a. I don't expect to have a really nice car. My favorite is a 1995 GMC truck that I got from Gray. Long time ago, still sitting on my driveway.
Greg Davis.
Yes, sir. And my son is driving it today.
That's awesome.
And my daughter was like, Daddy, that's not right. I want to drive it too. And they love it. It's still same motor, same everything.
Really?
We just paint it and change the seats inside.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them, when I die, I want it to be in the back and you bury the truck. I don't want a fancy stuff, you know. I think that's my favorite.
That's
to be
awesome.
honest. But I don't. I don't want a Ferrari. I don't drink with a Ferrari.
Yeah.
I don't drink with a Corvette,
Yeah.
Like, I got a high country, but if you ask me which one I like more, I like my 95.
95. That's
Yes,
awesome.
sir.
That's great.
Yes, sir.
That's great. Well, Luis, thank you so much. This is just a little present from us to you.
No problem.
for
Thank
being
you,
here.
Kevin.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Appreciate all
for
you
inviting
do.
me here.
Yeah.
And thank you for being a great friend, too.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
I know this dealer, we've been buying and helping over some of my employees that need a car. We come here. You do a great job. I think for me, you are like family. You're not just a friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Same.
Thank
here.
you for
Same
everything.
here.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. And please, 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 make sure you go out and support Luis and his family. They've got in Prince George, they've got Luca and Morelia, but also Caesars in
Cesar and Chester.
In Chester. We have your brother has.
My brother has Primos, right here on Prince George.
And then tell us about the other restaurants real quick.
We got Lucas on South Hill, and the new one is a Morelia Mexican restaurant on Surrey.
In Surrey.
Surrey.
Right. So please go out and support Luis and his family and all that they do. They are awesome members of this community, and so support them and lift up what they do and just support what he's bringing to this community. Thank you again for being here. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Community Driven. See you later.
All right, thank you.
It is not ending. Well, we're not ending here, Luis.
Don't want to end.
We're there.